Hi Pisces, this is Dana with Taurus Star Tarot, and I am about to do a reading for your sign today. That being said, this is not a personal reading for you. This is a general collective reading for a large group of energies, and it may or may not resonate. I hope it does resonate. This reading has turned out, ironically, almost like all of my other readings this month for the second half of November are like a continuation of the reading that I put out at the 1st of November. It amazes me. So this is definitely a continuation of the reading that I put out at the 1st of November. I do believe it was called Pisces, Love, It's Coming, and it's most definitely here. So we will go through this reading and I will explain everything to you. As always, it's super important to know four elements of your astrological chart when you're watching general readings on YouTube. You need to know your sun sign, sometimes referred to as your star sign, which today is Pisces. That is how the world interacts with you. You need to know your rising sign, sometimes called your ascending sign, because that's how you interact with the world. You need to know your moon sign, because your moon sign is how you feel about your world. And your Venus sign is how you give and receive love. So if you cross-watch all of those signs in your chart, you can get a much more comprehensive outline of the events that are unfolding, okay? So if this resonates with you, that's awesome. That means the divine is speaking directly to you through these cards today. If it doesn't resonate with you, cross-watch the other elements of your chart. There's a link in the box below where you can go to a website, enter in some basic information, and they will spit out your astrological chart. And it is amazing. It will blow your mind how accurate the personality description is in the chart. I highly recommend it. It's just fascinating. That being said, everything that you need to know about me, this reading, and my channel is in the box below. I will do a personal reading for $35, just like this, but more expensive, more extensive, not more expensive, well, yeah, I guess it's more expensive than free, huh? But more extensive, geared directly to you and your life. So, that being said, let's get straight to the point and see what the cards have to say for you today. This is your past, your present, your future, and the outcome. This is your immediate past. This is your present energy. This is your immediate future, and this is the outcome. The outcome is usually turns out to be a synopsis of the entire situation that we're going to unfold right here. These cards right here, these clarifying cards, are the different steps of development that you will take. These are each little decisions in the whole process here to the final outcome, okay? They could take seconds, minutes, weeks, hours, days, months, years, but the sooner you recognize and move forward to the next decision, the sooner you get to the ultimate outcome, okay? And a tarot reading is a window into what will unfold if you stay on the path that you're on now, right? And we all have free will, and you can intervene at any moment in any of these decision-making steps and completely divert the reading in a totally different direction. So just keep that in mind. You have free will, okay? All right. So in your recent past, you present as the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is all about conflict, right? Conflict, tension, loss, defeat, betrayal, or mind games. So there was some mind games, maybe some betrayal going on in your recent past. In your immediate future, you present as the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands talks about courage, persistence, a test of faith, and resilience. In your future, you are the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is often a card that people describe as being left out in the cold. It stands for isolation, insecurity, worry, financial loss, spiritual poverty, or actual physical poverty. But never worry, because your outcome card is the Fool, which means that you are going to have a new beginning and a new journey. Okay, now let's look at the steps between each phase that we have here. So we have the Five of Swords. In your recent past, you had some conflict. Conflict in regards to what you thought was going to be satisfaction and happiness for you. conflict in regards to security and being content with somebody, right? For planning, right? Preparation, enterprise, expansion of your life. However, notice that this guy has 3 wands right here. That's my first red flag that perhaps there was a third party involved in this situation. Don't know for sure, but we'll see what the cards have to say, okay? But anyway, you were thinking about expanding your life with this person, and then boom, the 7 of Swords came in and said, nah, betrayal, deception, lies, cheats, mind games. I mean, you know, just the whole selfishness, the whole nasty package, right? So in your recent past, there was conflict, stress in regards to what you thought was going to be wishes fulfilled. What you thought was going to be wishes fulfilled and contentment and happiness and home life, right? Planning for your expansion in your future. But there was betrayal and deception. That betrayal and deception in your recent past brings us to the 9 of Wands. The 9 of Wands, like I said, talks about courage, persistence, test of faith, and resilience. This tells me that whatever this was right here, you continued, right? I think you went about your business, but you still had it burning in your heart, right? You still wanted this with whoever this is that caused this, right? So I think it's about persistence. So in your current energy, there's persistence and resilience, right? That definitely required a certain amount of strength. Okay, that's exactly what I just said. You were going out about your business. Right here is withdrawal. So you withdrew and you just went about your business. You withdrew and went about your business because the burden was just too much. It was too much work, right? It was just too much work because you thought that there was going to be happiness and satisfaction in this situation, and it turned out to be deception and betrayal, right? Right? But you kind of hung in there a little bit. You had some inner strength, and you decided that you were just going to disconnect yourself from the situation, come what may. You know, I love you. I love you, and I do want to be with you, but this is just not worth the burden. It's just not worth the burden. So I'm going to deliver this load of wands right here, and I'm just going to leave them on the ground and walk away, and you can sort through them and put them away. Right? And there we go. Indecision. Indecision. Because you want this person, but they're an asshole for some reason. Maybe a third party situation. You love this person, you want this person, but they're an asshole. Right? For whatever reason. And there's so many different reasons why somebody can be an asshole. Right? So you hung in there. There's persistence and resilience and some inner strength. But you withdrew and walked away, basically. You walked away because the burden was just too much to bear. And there you are with indecision, right? Indecision, choices, a truce, okay? You called, I think, a truce with yourself in your current energy. I do believe you called a truce with yourself and said, you know what, fuck it. It is what it is. If it's meant to be, it'll be. And if it's not, it's not. But I am not stressing about this situation anymore. In your immediate future, you present as the 5 of Pentacles, being left out in the cold, right? I mean, these guys are left out in the cold. They're cold. They're left out in the cold. Isolation, insecurity, worry, right? Well, we have a bunch of decisions right here. Followed through with the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is, she's a quick thinker. She's perceptive. She's independent. She is a no bullshit kind of lady. Oh, did I say that this was a rated R channel? Yeah, I might want to stop you all right here. This is a rated R channel. I am going to swear, and there might be some sexual connotations that come up too. So just so you know, this is not PG or PG-13. So, left out in the cold, the Queen of Swords comes in. And there is, she could be communication. She could be a decision that's being made. But whatever she is, she's definitely intellectual, right? The swords deal with our head, our thoughts, formulating and implementing decisions. Let's see what else they say. The Six of Wands. Okay, that is public recognition, or victory, progress, self-confidence, progress, confusion, anxiety, because there was betrayal. Okay, all right. Okay, so in your immediate future, you still feel left out in the cold from all of this, right? You still feel left out of the cold from all of this. However, there is some communication that comes in, some well thought out communication, or perhaps you're putting the communication out there, okay? Either way, there is well thought out communication, which creates progress in the relationship. However, it leaves you feeling a little anxious, right? Leaves you feeling a little anxious. It leaves you feeling confused because you don't know. It leaves you feeling confused because there was betrayal in the past, right? Look at the fourth card down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There was betrayal in the past, so you're a little bit confused about this information that came through, and I'm pretty sure this was incoming information. It leaves you feeling confused about that. It leaves you with a feeling of indignation, right? It leaves you feeling happy that the communication did come in, but it leaves you feeling confused because in your recent past there was the Ten of Swords energy. The Ten of Swords is all about feeling backstabbed, right? Betrayed. But then the Star card comes in and says that there's hope and there's purpose and there's renewal in this situation. There's happiness, right? So once you come to the conclusion that maybe you do kind of sort of want to move on from this backstabbed betrayal energy, because you do see some hope and some purpose and some renewal in the relationship. Now you're feeling happy, right? Now you're feeling celebration and friendship. You're feeling a sense of woo, right? Woohoo, right? Again, 3. Just pointing that out. 3. And lo and behold, perhaps, maybe, after all of this bullshit over here, perhaps, maybe, you guys can build a life together. There's some passionate communication. There's some passion for one another. You are going to explore this newfound opportunity, right? You're going to explore that newfound opportunity, but not without caution, not without thinking it through completely, all the way. You're going to stick your toe in and you're going to test the waters, right? You're not just going to go all in. And believe me, Pisces, if there was 7 of Swords and 10 of Swords in your previous history, particularly if there's a third-party situation going on here because of the 3s that I've identified, be very careful. Be very careful. People change. People change, and there's a lot of reasons why somebody might not have been ready for a relationship in the past, but just be cautious. And these cards say that you are. These cards say that you are going to be cautious, and you're going to be communicating back and forth with intellect, right? With intellect. And these guys are the formulating of the decisions, right? They're the formulating components of making a decision. So we have this person, whoever this is over here, coming to you with passion, passionate messages, but they're the beginning stages of a decision to go forward. Okay? Oh, wow, boom, the Tower comes in. Now, I do lay these cards out. I want y'all to know that. I do lay these cards out. And I pull the clarifier cards, but I don't know the entire story until you and I are face to face doing this. So my excitement or my surprise is genuine. It's genuine. So anyway, we've got the Tower moment here, right? And I have a vested interest in this as well because I'm a Pisces. I'm a Pisces moon, Pisces rising, and Pisces Venus with a Taurus star sign. So I have a vested interest in how this reading turns out. So the communication back and forth, careful, the initial stages of communication, right? Then the Tower moment comes. The Tower moment is, it's sudden change, right? It's revelation and awakening. It's sudden change, revelation and awakening. And kapow, the Ace of Wands, right? Inspiration, creation, beginnings, potential. So whatever this communication is over here, whatever these two guys are talking about right there with one another, right? And you have this inspired celebration, right? And you can see some establishment and some structure and creating a foundation, right? Not just creating a foundation, but achieving the Ten of Pentacles, right? And then these guys are talking back and forth right there. And whatever's going on between them creates a Tower moment. Now the Tower, I always think the Tower is a good thing, but even though I'm a Taurus and I like stability, don't get me wrong, I like stability, but I also like change because I know the laws of physics say that when something ends, something else begins. So I'm never one to hold on to something because I don't want it to end. If there's an ending in sight, I run to it because I'm like, if there's an ending in sight, let's get this shit over and get this show on the road so I can move on to my next project, right? So anyway, the Tower moment isn't a big scary thing. Sometimes it can be chaos and upheaval in your life. But again, that chaos and upheaval leads you to do what? Rebuild, right? Rebuild. So with this Tower moment, the communication that's been going on between these two right here, this Tower moment says that there is sudden change in your relationship, right? A revelation and an awakening. Maybe even some upheaval, right? Maybe even some upheaval. Maybe this shit over here gets resolved and thrown away, and there's a little bit of upheaval in your relationship. But either way, I think that it is a positive thing. Because that follows through with the Ace of Wands, which is new beginnings, right? Potential, inspiration, creation. And there's the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords talks to us about contemplation and reevaluation, but it also talks to us about recuperation and healing. Recuperation and healing. From the conflict that was in the past. Death, an ending, right? An ending, a change, a transformation, and a transition. There is an ending to the conflict that was between you. Then the Empress comes in and just blesses everything with her presence, right? Just blesses everything. She is the epitome of abundance. She's the epitome of abundance, right? And she's coming in and she's blessing this union between you. Because its purpose. This relationship has a purpose. It is divinely timed by the universe to be exactly where it is right now. And there's the transition card. You are going to transition from what was into a new beginning and a new journey with each other. Okay, the outcome, which should be the culminating story for all of this, right? So new beginnings and a new journey. New beginnings and a new journey with the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles brings a message of manifestation, right? In some ways, it brings a message of financial opportunities, new jobs, and stuff like that. But in this reading, this is obviously a love reading. This is not about money. In this reading, this card stands for pure manifestation, right? The Fool card, just for the record, stands for beginnings, right? Spontaneity and a new journey. Fool is 0 in the major arcana. He has no beginning or no end. He is free. Okay? He's free. So you guys are going to start a new journey. There's confirmation, manifestation of a new beginning, stability, right? Stability, balance, priorities in your life. Two of Pentacles can also stand for juggling. So just saying, back to the 3s that we saw, just saying, maybe there was something way back here that had to do with juggling somebody else or between you and somebody else or whatever. But now it doesn't matter because that's not what this card is about. This card right here is about balance and priorities in your relationship. And there's your knight in shining armor, right? That's your knight in shining armor. The Knight of Cups brings messages of love. That's what he does. He brings messages of love and planning for your future. Which, my sweet fishies, throws you into the hermit mode. It freaks you the fuck out. Because you got all this, you know, in your present energy, you're like, take it or leave it, apathetic, I don't care. Either way, I'm just done. I'm tired of the burden, tired of the responsibility, just done. And then we went through all of this right here, and kaboom. So you have a new beginning and a new journey with stability, right, and manifestation. Stability and priorities and balance in your relationship. The Knight of Cups comes in and gives you messages about how much they love you, how much you mean to them, how wrong they were. Just, you know, it's cups of love, right? This knight is just rushing in with cups of love for you and wants to plan a future with you, right? Wants to plan a future with you. And Pisces says, what? Wait, what? What? Because, you know, 2 weeks ago, we weren't even speaking. And now you want to plan a future with me? But yeah. So you go into hermit mode, right? You go into hermit mode. And you gain some control. The Emperor is all about, well, let me back up for the Hermit. For those of y'all who don't watch all the time, I forget, you know, because I talk to you guys like I'm talking to you face to face in a conversation. And I forget that perhaps some of you don't know the meanings of these cards. So I apologize if I just, you know, step on the gas and just go on through. The Hermit is a card of soul searching and introspection, right? It's a card about seeking inner guidance, withdrawing, and being alone. The Hermit card, I think, is one of the best cards in the tarot, and it's one of the best energies that we can be in. Because when we're in the Hermit mode, nobody can be there but us. There's no outside influences. There's no static. There's no environmental influences. When we go inside and close down and seek inner guidance, right, and introspection, nobody can be in that place. Nobody can be in that place but us, right? So you're seeking some inner guidance. In regards to control, the Emperor is all about authority and establishment and structure in your life, right? So you are going inside and reevaluating and seeking inner guidance about the structure of your life. Okay, you're going inside and thinking about the structure of your life because this guy offered you a future, right? Or this person offered you a future. So you're going inside, you're thinking and contemplating about the structure of your life and how you're going to go forward. You're trying to get control of yourself in order to make a well-planned, head over heart decision. You're giving messages to yourself if you want to look at it like that. You are going inside to try to figure out how to get control and establishment in your life. And you're making decisions. You're making decisions. You are formulating decisions to be implemented when you come out of the hermit mode, right? Hanged man. Hanged man and hermit are a lot the same, right? The hanged man is all about pausing, surrendering, letting go, and coming out with a new perspective. And that's what happens when we go into hermit mode, right? We go into hermit mode and we think and we think and we plan and we strategize and we weigh the odds, weigh the options, weigh it all out and come out with a decision. This guy right here is making a decision. That's what the hanged man is. He's making a decision. His decision, while he's in pause and surrender and letting go, he comes out on the other side with new perspectives, right? What does he decide? To go on a journey, to have a new beginning and a new journey. So while you're in this hermit mode, you decide to take this person up on their offer. And kapow, the Ace of Pentacles, right? Manifestation and prosperity. Manifestation and prosperity. And there's the Knight of Wands, right? Because we've already used the Knight of Cups, so the only obvious alternative is the Knight of Wands, right? Wands are all about our inspiration and the burning fire in our chest, right? Right? The burning fire in our chest. So there is that person that was the Knight of Cups a little while ago, but now he's presenting as the Knight of Wands. Manifestation and prosperity with this Knight of Wands energy, right? There's the conflict that it used to be. Okay, this is the same person. It's the Knight of Wands is energy, passion, lust, and action, right? So you're moving forward. Not only are you moving forward with that type of energy, but you're moving forward with this person with that type of energy. The person you used to be in conflict with, you are now in love with. Ooh, the devil. So the devil talks to us about shadow self, attachment, addiction, restriction, and sexuality. I get the feeling that this devil for some of you represents your shadow side. Maybe this person that you're dealing with has things about them that stirs a side of you that perhaps you didn't even know you had, okay? But this definitely is sexuality. It's definitely attachment. And I think for some of you, it's the stirring of the things that good girls don't talk about, right? Or it's the stirring of things that good boys don't act on, right? I think this person does it for you, right? Slow and steady planning. Slow and steady, okay? There's a lot of passion here. There's a lot of passion, and there's a lot of offers of love going on here. You know what? There's not a lot of offers of love going on here. There's a lot of offers of coming together. And there's one offer. There's one piece of love on the table, right? But that's all we need is the Ace of Cups. I mean, that's the be all and end all when it comes to love, right? Besides the Lover's card, but even I think the Ace of Cups trumps the Lover's card because it is love. It is pure, overwhelming love. Okay, slow and steady. Moving forward, slow and steady. Don't rush, because remember we talked about that over here. Don't rush. Despite the passion, despite all the fire in this reading, don't rush. Go easy. Slow and easy. Determined passion. Go slow and easy. Maybe put your passion in check. Okay? Hold it back just a little bit. Put your passion in check. Slow and easy wins the race. Boom. A turning point in your destiny. Cycles ending, new cycles beginning, and a turning point in your destiny is the final card and the ultimate outcome of this entire read. That is amazing. Wow, that's amazing. That really is a really, really good reading. I personally am happy about that reading. All right, let's do a quick recap, okay? And I'll try to point out some zodiac signs and some energies this time. I just really, they lend their energy to the cards. They don't own the cards. You know who these people are. You know who these people are, whether they're embodying the energy of a Sag or a Leo, or they're embodying the energy of an Aquarius or a Cancer. You know who these people are, but I'll try to do that because I know some of y'all like that. So swords, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. There was conflict in your recent past in regards to what you thought was going to be wishes fulfilled and stability in your life. But it ended with backstab and betrayal, right? It ended with mind games and backstab and betrayal. Oh, let me do this. Water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Fire energy, Sag, Leo, Aries. And then some more swords energy, air energy, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Fire energy, Sag, Leo, Aries. The Eight of Wands tells us that you have had persistence, right? You've had persistence and the Eight of Wands, the Nine of Wands. Courage and persistence and faith and resilience, right? You maybe kind of held on to what was going on over here, but you went about your own business, right? Inner strength. This is the card of Leo. Eight of Cups. Thinking about just walking away, disconnecting and walking away. As a matter of fact, you did disconnect and walk away. You didn't think about it. You did disconnect and walk away. This is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, because the burden was just too much. Sag, Leo, Aries. And I do believe that you called a truce within yourself and you decided that, come what may, whatever, the burden's just too much. I just can't do it anymore. And you know what? Fuck it. I'm heading out, carrying on. If you come back around one day, maybe we can talk. But other than that, I'm out. Swords energy, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So in your immediate future, you present as the Five of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Earth energy. The Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles talks to us about isolation, insecurity, worry, financial loss, and poverty. So I do think that you isolated yourself. You just removed yourself from this situation. The Queen of Swords, which is air energy, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. You left this situation and you put your foot down, you spoke your truth, and you carried on, right? And you carried on. Remember, this was a dual message. You carried on, but somebody brought you a message, right? A well thought out message, which filled you with joy, right? Filled you with joy. Sag, Leo, Aries. but left you confused, right? This is the card of Pisces, by the way. Left you feeling confused. Because in your recent past, there was betrayal, right? There was betrayal and deception, right? And it leaves you feeling confused because this hurt over here, right? It leaves you feeling confused. However, in your heart of hearts, in your soul of soul, you believe that this relationship has hope. You believe that it has hope. You believe that it can be renewed, and you do believe that this relationship has purpose, okay? This is the card of Aquarius, which fills you with joy. The Three of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, water energy, fills you with joy. Fills you with joy and gives you hope that you can create a life with this person. Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. There's messages, right, between the two of you, between the Page of Wands and the Page of Swords, Page of Wands and the Page of Swords. You're communicating, you're working things out, you're going back and forth with one another, right? And it doesn't necessarily mean that you're not bickering at all. You are not bickering at all. But you do see that they have their backs turned to one another. So it means they're not 100% on the same page yet, but they are communicating, right? They are communicating. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And then the Tower moment comes in. The Tower moment comes in and there's a sudden change, right? There's a revelation and an awakening that happens in your relationship. So whatever was going on here has changed everything. The Tower represents Mars energy, fire energy, right? Which I guess would be Sag, Leo, and Aries. The Ace of Wands comes in and says, inspiration, creation, beginnings, potential, fire, Sag, Leo, and Aries. Followed by some recuperation and some healing, right? Recuperation and healing, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. From the conflict that's been in the past, Sag, Leo, Aries. Ending. An ending to the conflict that was in the past, right? This is the card of Scorpio. Endings, change, transformation, and transition. The Empress comes in and says abundance, right? This is the card of Taurus. It's earth energy, but its planet is Venus, and Venus is the planet of Taurus. This is the embodiment of Taurus energy. The Hierophant is also a Taurus card, but this is Taurus. What happens after that is this. Let me just back up here and say this is divinely guided timing from the universe, right? An ending and a beginning. Oops. Purpose. This is a soulmate, I do believe, type of situation, right? It's divinely timed. You guys are meant to be together. Back here wasn't the time, though. Now is the time. Now is the time. Let's see, what is Temperance? Temperance is the card of Sagittarius. And then there's your Six of Swords, which is Gemini, Libra, transitioning into the Fool, right? Transitioning into the Fool. A new beginning and a new journey. A new beginning and a new journey with manifestation, which clarifies the new beginning and the new journey, right? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Balance and stability and priorities. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Messages of love, right? Messages of love, 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 love. Sag, Leo, and Aries. Planning for the future. Sag, Leo, and Aries. Freaks Pisces out. Throws you into the Hermit energy, right? freaks you out, throws you into the Hermit energy. This is the card of Libra. I'm sorry, this is the card of Virgo. Justice is the card of Libra. This is the card of Virgo. Trying to gain some stability and some establishment and some control, thinking really hard about what direction your life is going to go in, right? This is the card of Aries. Formulating a decision. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is also formulating a decision, pausing, surrendering, letting go, and coming out with a new perspective, right? This is also the card of Pisces. The planet is Neptune. The energy is water. And boom, Fool and Fool. I mean, double arcana, double major arcana, right? In the same outcome section. So new beginnings. You decided during this hermit mode right there that you were going to go forward. You were going to take a risk and you were going to go on a new journey and have a new beginning, right? With the Ace of Pentacles, manifestation and prosperity, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. With your Knight of Wands, right? Sag, Leo, and Aries, with whom you used to have conflict, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but now you have love, 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 Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Somebody that makes you maybe feel and think a little nasty. Somebody that you're definitely attached to, somebody that you have huge sexual attraction to, right? The Devil is the card of Capricorn. Slow and steady, says the universe. Slow and steady, easy does it, Pisces. Whoa, easy does it, Pisces. Okay? Head over heart. Let's think about all of this and go slow and easy, right? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Passion and determination. Keep that in check. Keep that in check. Sag, Leo, and Aries. Boom, because this is a turning point in your destiny. Old cycles closed out and new cycles beginning, a turning point in your destiny. Good luck, karma, right? And this is a fire energy as well. Sag, Leo, and Aries. There's tons of fire energy in this reading. Tons of fire energy and a bunch of major arcana, right? A bunch of major arcana. Let's see. Bunch of people and a bunch of major arcana as well. 3 in a row right there. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Golly, look at all these, Pisces. You know, I didn't take my own advice, right? Even though I do readings for myself, this is still, like I said, I have a vested interest in this reading. Look at all of these. Hope, faith, purpose, and renewal, right? A sudden change, a revelation and an awakening, strength, purpose, blessings from the universe, divine intervention, endings and beginnings, new journeys, new beginnings, introspection and inner guidance, authority, control, and establishment, contemplation, surrender, letting go, and coming out with new perspectives. A new journey. You got the Fool twice. I mean, take point in that, right? Beginnings and a new journey. With someone who is hot as fuck, it's a turning point in your destiny. There you go. That was awesome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 major arcana in this reading. 13 major arcana. That's amazing. 13 major arcana and 12 of them out of one deck. That's amazing. That's amazing. All right, Pisces, that was your reading. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you want a reading from me, you can reach me at taurusstartarot@gmail.com, $35, and we'll get it going on a lot deeper than we did right here. And I sure hope you all have a great day. Namaste. Hey Pisces, this is Dana again. I just wanted to add to the end of this video why you spent so much time on the major arcana, because I forget that some of y'all are new to this and you don't know. Major arcana are karmic and life lessons that we have to learn before we can proceed to the next major arcana, which is another life lesson and another karmic lesson. So that's why it was so important to understand how many major arcana that you had in your reading. This reading, I really believe, is a turning point in your destiny, like the final outcome card said. And it's extremely important for you to take heed to those life lessons, those karmic lessons that were going on through your reading. They're very important. So if you want to go back in the reading and look at those major arcana that came up for you, it will give you a more in-depth perspective of what you need to work on and what you need to be careful about, okay? Thanks a lot. Namaste.